Hello student, today we are going to learn debentures issued at discount. In the previous class we learned what is debenture. I hope you remember. What is debenture? Debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. Okay, we learned in the previous class. Now, the debentures can be issued in three ways. It may be at par, it may be issued at discount, or it may be issued at premium. Right? The debentures can be issued at par, premium, or discount. Now today we are going to learn this one. Which one? How debentures can issued at discount. What are the conditions we have to apply and what are the treatment we have to adopt when we issue debentures at discount. What is discount? When a debentures were issued at a price below the face value, your nominal value. When the issue price is less than the face value, that is called discount. The face value of the debenture is, for example, 100. Now we are issuing at 98. So 2 rupees is discount. So when a debenture is issued at a price below its nominal value or face value, it is said to be debentures were issued at discount. Got it? So when a debentures are issued at discount, whether it is a benefit for the business or company or income for the business, when we issue, we are the issue, best think business point of view, think company point of view. When we issue debentures at discount, whether it is a loss or benefit, the actual price of the debenture is 100 but we are issuing at 98. It means that we are getting loss. So discount on issue of debenture is a capital loss. What's that? Discount on issue of debenture is a capital loss. Got it? So it is a capital loss. So where it will be shown? We have to shown in the balance sheet under non-current asset. Under non-current asset or other current asset. Other current asset. So the discount on issue of debenture is shown in other non-current asset or other current asset. Right? It depends upon the time period in which is to be written off. Whether we are going to write the discount on issue of debenture within a year, then we have to write in other current asset. When we keep for a long period, then we have to write there is more than the 12 months, then we have to write in the other non-current asset. Right? So how we can write off? How a discount on issue of debentures can be write off? Through what is the entry we have to pass? Simple. Discount on issue of debenture is a capital loss. So we have to debit the statement of profit and loss account. So the entry is statement of profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debenture. The entry is just like. What's the entry? Statement of profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debenture. In some time, instead of statement of profit and loss account, we can write securities premium reserve account debit. Is as per the director, it mentions in the question whether we have to debit profit and loss account or premium. Okay. So these are the entries we can pass for writing off of discount on issue of debentures. Once again, the entry is statement of profit and loss account debit or securities premium reserve account debit to discount on issue of debentures. So every year end we have to write off the discount on issue of debenture, as it is a loss for the company. So every year's profit we have to just adjust, we have to compensate, we have to write off the discount on issue of debentures by passing the entry. The entry is once again statement of profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debenture, otherwise securities premium reserve account debit to discount on issue of debenture. In simple term, discount on issue of debenture is a capital loss because we are issuing debentures at the below the nominal price, low than the nominal price. So that's why it is called loss for the business. So the entries will be same as like shares. शेयर्स में जो एंट्री सीखे थे सेम एंट्री डिबेंचर्स में फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. जस्ट वी हैव टू मेक टू चेंजेस. लास्ट क्लास में आई जस्ट डिस्कस्ड, इंस्टेड ऑफ शेयर्स वी हैव टू राइट डिबेंचर, राइट, and instead of share capital we have to write percentage debenture. Got it? These are the two changes we have to make while passing debenture entry. So we can understand through solving a question. So just listen. JK Limited issued 10,000 12% debentures of rupees 100 each at a discount of 10% payable as follows. On application rupees 40, on allotment rupees 50. So the journal entries including those for cash, assuming that all the installments were duly collected. Also show the relevant portion of portion into the balance sheet. So we have to show the information into the balance sheet also, right? So what is given in the question? The company issue 10,000 debentures. So the information is 10,000 debentures were issued, and what is the rate? That is 100 rupees is the face value, right? And the installment amount is 40 on application and 50 on allotment and final. That's the final installment. So the discount rate is 10% is given. So 10% discount is given. So what's the issue price now? 100 rupees is the face value, 10% is the discount. So the face value is 90. The 90 is the amount collected through two installment. First installment through 40 and second installment is 50. So this is the information given in the question. So through this information we have to pass the entries, just like shares we have to pass entries in debentures also. So for that we should have a format. What is the format? Journal entries format, you know. This is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount, right? Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit and credit. Okay. Now start. What is the first entry? You know, date is not given, so you write here bank account debit. Bank account debit. In shares we wrote share application. Now in debentures we have to write to 12% debenture application account. You have to write full. You have to write debentures in full. No, not abbreviation is not allowed. You write 12% debenture application account, right? So what is the issue price? That is actually the face value is 100, but we are issuing at 90 through 40 and 50. Now how many debentures were issued? 10,000 debentures were issued for rupees 40. So 10,000 into 40 is 4 lakh, isn't it? 4 lakh. Write 4 lakh here simply and write the narration 2. Being 12% debenture application money received on 40 per debenture, like that. Okay, so that entry, bank account debit to debenture application account. Now we have to transfer into which account? Yes, the entry is 12% debenture application account debit to 12% debenture. This is the second entry. Now whatever amount we collected through application, that money is transferred to which account? To 12% debenture account. So the same amount will be transferred to debenture account. 4 lakh we just transferred. So the narration being debenture application money transferred to 12% debenture account, right? So application part is over. Now what is the second part? Allotment part. So keep in mind, in allotment there is a discount of 10 rupees. Actual the allotment should be 60, but we are issuing a discount, so the value is now 50, right? Now pass the entry. 12% debenture allotment account debit, 12% debenture allotment account debit. Here we have discount, so discount should be debited, no? So you have to write here discount on issue of debenture account to 12% debenture account. Once again, what is the entry? The entry is, normal entry is 12% debenture allotment account debit to 12% debenture, but it has discount, so we have to add one more entry in that. So the entry is 12% debenture allotment account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit to 12% debenture. So why we debit discount? Because discount is a capital loss, so we have to debit. According to nominal account, all the expenses and losses should be debited, no? That's why we debit the discount here, right? Now what is the value of debenture here? The value of debenture is, that is 10,000 into, what is that? Actual value is 60, no? So 6 lakh, but we are issuing only for 50, so 10,000 into 50, that is 5 lakh, and the discount is 10,000 into 10, that is 1 lakh is discount, right? Being debenture allotment money due with discount of rupees 10, right? Now the last entry was that bank account debit, bank account debit to 12% debenture allotment, debenture allotment account. So what is the amount saved in allotment? Yeah, 5 lakh. So the 5 lakh will be transferred to, we received. Actually all the money is really received, no? So you have to write there 5 lakh, 5 lakh. Being debenture allotment money was received on 10,000 shares at the rate of 50 each. This is the entry, very simple entry, easy to score. So once again I repeat the entry here. What is the entry for application? Bank account debit to debenture application. So the amount 10,000 into application money is 40, so 10,000 into 40, 4 lakh, 4 lakh. Then whatever amount we collected through applications, we transfer to debenture account. So the entry is 12% debenture application account debit to we transferring to debenture account. So to 12% debenture. So the same amount will be transferred to debenture account. Now the amount is saved in debenture account. And after that we collect the second installment. So the entry is 12% debenture allotment account debit. Then it has some discount. That's why we debited the discount. So 12% debenture allotment account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit, then to 12% debenture account. So the amount will be actual value of the allotment is 60, but we are issuing at 50. The actual we have a 10% discount. No, that should be added with. So 10,000 into 60, it is 6 lakh rupees. Actual money is out to received, but we issue at only 50. So we received only 5 lakh. So we give 1 lakh as a discount. So the entry is 12% debenture allotment account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit, then to 12% debenture. After that we receive the amount, whole amount which is given in the question. So the entry is bank account debit to 12% debenture allotment account. So this is the informations. So how much we got discount? The discount is 1 lakh. So how we can write off this amount? Nothing is given. We assume that the 1 lakh is the loss. No, 1 lakh is the loss. That should be write off in 10 years. We don't actually, that's not given the question. We assume that amount is write off in 10 years. It means that every year we have to write off how much? 10,000. Every year and we have to write off 10,000. Then automatically after the end of 10th year, all the discount issue of debentures will be written off. Right. Now the question is, now the information will be now shown in the balance sheet. Okay. Now the balance sheet is a new one for you, because in 12 we are following vertical types of balance sheets. Just for your informations, I am going to solve. I am to dispose the entries, the items into the balance sheet. So the balance sheet is just like a format of vertical. You write balance sheet here, balance sheet. We are going to prepare in vertical form. Normally in class 11 we prepared in a horizontal form. Now we are going to prepare in a vertical form, right? That is particulars, note number, amount. Right, particulars, note number, amount. In the first part will be equity and liabilities, and the second part will be the assets. Okay, so start. 1. It starts with equity and liability. Equity and liabilities. Here the shareholders fund is not given, so no need to write all the shareholders fund and the reserves and surplus. What are the items we just solve, that will be shown, it's enough. So we start with 1, non-current liabilities, because debenture is a non-current liability. So you start here non-current liabilities. Under non-current liabilities, there is an item called long-term borrowing. Long-term borrowing. Debentures and loans are long-term borrowing. So we don't know the exact amount of long-term borrowing. That's why we put into the note number 1. It is working note number 1. We will solve afterwards, right? And after that, assets. Under asset, we may have non-current asset. One is non-current asset. Under non-current asset, there may be lots of items, but as far as this problem is concerned, we may have other non-current asset. A, other non-current asset. After that, there may be current asset. Under current asset, there may be one item, that is other current asset. Now, the problem is we don't know the actual value of that amount, so we have to prepare separate working note. Okay. One more item is there, cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent. Fourth one. Actually, it will become some previous, so no problem. For practice, we can solve like that. Okay. What are the items we have to prepare? We have to calculate long-term borrowing, how much, through working note 1, and after that we have to calculate other non-current asset, how much, through working note, and then other current asset through working note number 3, and cash and cash equivalent working note number 4. Right. Now, so how to prepare working note? The working note is just like that. Note number 1. So note number 1, we have to prepare notes to account. Notes to accounts. What is the first note? Note number 1. Note number 1. What is the note number 1? The note number 1 is long-term borrowing. So you have to write here long-term borrowing. Long-term borrowing. Okay. What we issue? We issued 10,000 12% debentures at the rate of 100 each. How many debentures we issued? We issued 10,000 debentures and the face value of the debenture is 100. So we issued 10,000 debentures of rupees 100 each. It means 10 lakh. We issued debentures for rupees 10 lakh. What information is over? So we can write directly 10 lakh here. Okay. So what is the second working note? That is 2. There is other non-current asset. Note number 2. Here we can write directly note number 2. Other non-current asset. Under other non-current asset, so the actual discount on issue of debenture is 1 lakh, right? The amount which is written off within a year, that will be other current asset. The amount which is not written off in the current year, that will be non-current asset. For example, we have a discount of rupees 1 lakh and it is redeemed within 10 years. So divide it, every year we have to redeem, we have to write off 10,000 shares, 10,000 debentures. Now, this year we are going to redeem 10,000 and how much balance is left now? 90,000 is left. Out of discount on issue of debenture, 1 lakh is discount on issue of debentures. Out of that, 10,000 is going to write off this year. So we have to write in other current asset. And the balance amount will be left with other non-current asset. Clear? The written off portion amount will be in other current asset. जो पोर्शन को हम लोग राइट ऑफ करने वाले हैं इस साल, उसको हम लोग अदर करंट एसेट में लिखते हैं. जो राइट ऑफ नहीं करेंगे, अगला साल करेंगे, नेक्स्ट ईयर में करेंगे, दैट अमाउंट विल बी इन अदर नॉन करंट एसेट. सो आउट ऑफ 1 lakh, 10,000 is write off this year and the balance amount 90,000 will be written off in the coming year. So the 90,000 will be take place in other non-current asset. So you have to write here discount on issue of 12% debenture. So the amount is 90,000. So you have to write here 90,000 in note number 2. Okay. Okay. Then what is the other thing? Note number 3, that is other current asset. So write note number 3, other current asset. Here also the discount on issue of debenture will appear. Discount on issue of debenture. How much debenture? 12% debenture. So the 90,000 is left for the next year and the balance is only 10,000. Right? Okay. The discount on issue of debenture, that is other current asset, will be 10,000 because this amount will be going to write off in this current year only. That's why we put into the other current asset. Now the next one is note number 4. Note number 4, that is cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent. Actually it will be appear here 3 and 4. Actually in practice we are just doing it. Cash equivalent. How much cash equivalent? That is cash at bank. Cash at bank. How we can know that amount? We already passed entries, no? What is the entry we passed? Bank account debit to debenture application in the previous one. Bank account debit debenture application, we got 4 lakh rupees, and in the second installment, bank account debit, discount issue of debenture account debit to debenture allotment. Under 5 lakh rupees we received. So 4 lakh in the first installment and 5 lakh in the second installment. Total 9 lakh rupees will be in cash and cash equivalent. Okay, so we have to write 10,000 here and 9 lakh in the cash and cash equivalent. Now tally. This is total of liability. Total of liability is 10 lakh and total of asset is also 10 lakh. Balance sheet tally. So there may be 4 or 5, 6 mark questions. This type of questions may be asked in your CBC examinations. Got it? So what we learned today? We learned how to pass journal entries by using discount. In case of discount, we have to debit the discount. So the entry is debenture allotment account debit to discount issue of debenture account debit to debenture allotment. So suppose in case of premium, how to pass the entry? The same question they asked in premium, then how to pass the entry? So instead of debiting the discount account, you have to just credit the premium account. No. So the entry will be like that: 12% debenture allotment account debit to 12% debenture to securities premium reserve. Simply we have to credit the premium. In case of discount, we have to debit the discount. In case of premium, we have to credit the premium, and premium will be shown in the balance sheet as under reserves and surplus, under the heading reserves and surplus. So we will going to learn the balance sheet format in deeply in the next second part. Okay, so this is the thing we just learned today, how to pass debentures entry in case of discount. So and how to show the items into the balance sheet we will learn. Now in the next class we are going to learn how when a debentures were issued other than cash, then how to pass the entry. Such thing we learn in the company's account. Shares were issued other than cash. Just like the same question will be like that, debentures issued other than cash. Instead of shares, we will write debentures only. Right. So that questions we will solve in the next class. So take care. Till then, bye.